Hi boys and girls, it's Shane. This is the house that was trashed last week. It's been exactly 7 days. I want you to guess how much you think it cost me to get the house into this condition from where it was. So this is the front porch. I'll show a clip of the other one. They've lived here about 18 months, something along those lines. And look at all these kennels. And here we have coming inside. Of course, we've got to replace some ceiling tile. It turned out we had a leak, which is where that water spot is from there. How much do you think it cost me to get this place cleaned out to this point, if you had to guess? Hi, Shane. And as we're talking about that, I want you to think about sometimes your life can get full of garbage and clutter and problems to the point that it's just overwhelming. I've known so many people that have issues and they're just overwhelmed. The smell is so bad. I'm sorry, guys, for my life itself. And it seems like an insurmountable task to overcome it. But just because it feels that way doesn't mean it is. This was part of our planned renovations. There's no electricity on.
It's terrible.
Oh, there is literal rotten milk and meat out on the counters. You can see how swollen that is. Don't let your feelings decide what the reality is. We took this a little bit at a time, hired a person to help because I'm working on other houses and things, but I could have done this myself in about the same amount of time. Sometimes you can outsource things and you can get some help from someone. Sometimes you got to deal with your own problems yourself. Both of those things are okay, and nothing is wrong with that. Hi, Shane. What? That's literal feces. Nothing is wrong with that either way you decide to do it. It's just the way the world works. That said, how much do you think it's cost me to get to this point from where it was? And as destroyed as everything was, you're getting to a point now, the wall, where this is manageable. It may not be great. Some of you are like, oh, I'd still be overwhelmed. You know, there's definitely some filth and things that we're still gonna have to deal with. Okay, all this furniture and kids stuff. And I don't know what's happened to the floor in here. But I think a lot of you would agree that this is a level of problem that isn't nearly as scary as it was before. The smell, at least, is as scary as it was before. That's for sure. I was very disappointed to discover that some of the hardwood floors in this room had already been replaced due to water damage. We've clearly got some rotten subfloor here. So you can see that. That's going to make this much harder to get the hardwoods in this room restored, but we're still going to try. Most likely, rain got on the porch and backflowed this way onto this area and slowly rotted this before I ever bought the house. The list was to get rid of the linoleum and get rid of the carpet in between tenants, but now we just have to clean everything.
The carpet still has to come out.
Yeah, well, we've got to clean it before we can even start taking the carpet out. So what do you think? How much did it cost me to get to this point? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll do an update video soon.